blowing up the airbags. And I got to go to the dump station because, although I like the casino, they're doing a good job of checking for COVID. You got to have your temperature taken. There's sanitizers. Half the machines are closed. Everybody has to wear a mask. So instead of going through all that, I use my onboard bathroom, which I don't do too often. So first stop is the dump. That should do it. All right, you don't need to see this. All right, I made my call this morning. I got a call back, and they said they have sites available. Not sure if mine is, but they have sites available. So off we go. Vinny's in the back hiding. I think I got everything settled.
3 miles, turn left.
There's Vinny. Okay. We'll get moving. Just below 3/4 of a tank. It's a nice morning. It is 8:45 or so. And I've been up since like before 6. It took me a long time to get moving. I was actually cold last night. I swear to God. Alright. Oh, I've had the window open the whole time. Bad habit. Old smoker's habit. I just can't get rid of. Normally I stop along the route, but I'm going straight to Ontonagon. I'll try not to make this video too long. I'm getting ready to turn on 123, so when the sun's behind me, I'll be on 123. But for now, I'm gonna take a break. I stopped here on the side of the road because I realized I hadn't strapped my coffee pot down, and I wouldn't survive without that. And I dumped the rest of it out so I don't send it flying everywhere. All right, here we go. It's a beautiful morning. I'll try not to talk too long because it's a long drive, but it feels good to be back in the Yoop. It feels good to be out and about. It's beautiful up here. But it's starting to get too crowded. Even though there weren't hardly any people in the casino. I expected way more, but you know, when I went in to pay, like half the machines are shut down, the social distancing and all that stuff. And it's a Sunday. I think I already said this, I can't remember. It's either I said it to you or somebody I was on the phone with. But yeah. So you gotta really want to gamble to go through that. But I will say, you know, they took your temperature and all that. And the people I did see in there were wearing their masks. They weren't taking them off. But the free soda machine was shut down. And I thought I heard somewhere that places are doing stuff like that. Even restaurants and fast food places, which I don't consider restaurants, because that's a communal area, so that's probably why they do that. But you gotta really want to gamble. So this is 123. We'll be turning again in a little bit to get to 2, and that's it for now. All right, I've made my turn onto a freshly paved road. It's I think this is about 10 miles or so to US 2, and I wonder how long this will be paved, because this road was not terrible, but it was choppy. It's a road. I don't remember what it is. I'm listening to Elf Boy, the GPS. It's pretty, isn't it? The UP's got a little something special to it. The beautiful thing is that the beauty can get monotonous, and that's cool. I knew I saw one. I knew there might be another one coming. I don't know how well you can see that. You see one, you usually see more. Alright, about a mile to US 2 I can see up there. We'll be heading west. Hold on, man. Something like that. Oh, this is lucky. Let's make this. 42 miles till our next turn. On your left, which is also my left, is beautiful Lake Michigan. There'll be spots, if you drive this yourself, there'll be spots that are really pretty through the trees that'll break out along US 2. Guarantee you how much I'm going to show. Oh, there's a spot right there. You can't see it, but I can. I'd like to stay in the lane. Alright, this section of US 2 along the south part of the UP, along Lake Michigan, I'm doing 67 right now, and the speed limit's 65. Shh, don't tell anybody. And I'm following this guy, but you got to be careful, because there are people just in the biggest hurry in the world, and they will fly up and they will cut in and cut out. Just watch out. Keep your eye in your rear view mirror, because you never know when some idiot's coming crazy. There's your helpful safety tip if you come to the UP. Other than that, this little section, it's always like that every time I've come up here. But most of the other places, people are cool, don't drive too crazy. But it seems like every time on this section, you got people doing that. And I mean, I slowed down to 66, but you get what I'm saying. There's not that much to complain about. Now I get the impatient if big RVs are going super slow. I get that. Or like 75 coming up. Once you get far enough north, the speed limit on 75 is 75. And my RV's 21 years old now, and I don't do that to it. I stick to 65. If I get in a place where I feel like I'm blocking people or I'm in the way, I'll speed up a little bit. But every now and then I'll drive 70 for a while, but very rarely do I do 75. I don't feel the need, you know. Off to your left, that's pretty. But all you're seeing is a John Deere tractor who has decided to slow down a little bit. There's a lot of passing sections here too, so if you do take this route, you'll get an opportunity. Like, I might pass this guy. There's two cars behind me. They're not like going nuts or nothing, wanting to go by, but they might. And there's a lot of campgrounds along all through the UP. There's campgrounds everywhere. I know I've only scratched the surface. And I should get to Ontonagon. It is 20 after 9. I should get there by 2 o'clock. And he's doing well. It's tough waiting all this time. I did a cat ramble part. We haven't been able to get his numbers down, so they keep creeping the amount of insulin up, and he's up to 4 units, which I think is a bit for a cat. And the day of, and then today, I've cut him back to about 3.5. And I'm no doctor. I know going lower can't hurt him, but with the stress of lots of driving, I mean, it was 9 hours yesterday. I thought, I don't need, I don't know why. I just decided to cut him back a little bit. And then tomorrow, when it's more stable, I'll go back to what he's supposed to do. Again, I'm not a vet. I probably shouldn't do that stuff. But I know it's far more dangerous if they get too much as opposed to not enough. This guy's turn. That was a really bad idea. I shouldn't have done that, but I did it. Alright, beautiful Lake Michigan off to your left. So there's a little cat stuff. Alright, that's enough for now. Alright, just a little bit of scenery. Try not to speed it up too fast. But when I do that, it's a couple reasons. Videos get really long when you do a lot of driving stuff. And also, if you go into the settings, you can slow the speed down. So it makes it more watchable. If I put music over it, it'll mess up the music. But that way you can get a better look. Same like when I do a campground review. A lot of times I'll do the campground review on my bike, and people will go, "It's too fast." Well, it'd be a half an hour or 45-minute video. I might as well just take 10 pictures and say this is what the campground is, but I try to give full campground stuff. So if you ever watch one of mine and you think it's going too fast to see what you want to see, go into the settings and you can slow it down. Get it back towards normal. And now we'll do a little time. Road construction. Yay. I'm not going to make you watch that. Do you want to watch road construction? I don't think most people do. We're down to 1 lane. Alright, closing in on the next turn. I'm going on to Blaney Junction Grade Road. Blaney Junction Grade Road. And this should cut across and get you to the north side of the UP along Lake Superior. The car was very impatient, which is also called M77, which is a much easier name. I'm going to continue on route. That newly surfaced road is nice, but it's rough, so it gives you some tire noise. We're 42 miles to Grand Marais. Get up here and we will turn left and go west. I think this is about 20 miles, 17 miles according to Elf Boy. And this is pretty too, with trees. There's a lot of trees up here. Let's hope we don't cut them all down again. Alright, Kiki just showed her age a little bit. She came back and it took her forever to jump up onto the cooler. She tried to jump up my seat to the coffee pot, and she didn't make it. She fell back down. So I'm gonna pull over here and see if I can get her to come out from underneath. And I'll put her up there. Good girly Keekers. guess I gotta start paying attention to that age thing. I don't even want to think about it. She's 13. She's happy now. She got a smile, or whatever passes for a smile, on a Persian's face. I'm not angry, that's just my face. I've always been impressed. You know, it can't be easy doing that when the car's moving, you know. But I think her leaping ability has been deteriorating. I get older, I can't jump like I used to. I can't dunk anymore. Okay, I never dunked. I touched the rim, which a long time ago, but I was pretty pleased with. But she's happy now. I also realized I always forget something, and I didn't bring any Windex to wash my windshield, so hopefully there's no bugs in front of it. I get gas. If I make it to Berga for gas, I got half a tank. I should make it. They got cheaper gas there. Not when I get to Marquette. I might splash some in there to be safe. Good girl, Keepers. I got you. I take care of you. I'm just glad she didn't hurt herself. She fell down into the litter box. All right. Oh, too fast. Way too fast. Sorry, Keek. We're turning left onto 28. Wow, that was way too fast. Hope everything's still working all right. And we'll be on this for about 80 miles to Marquette. More construction, and just a minute ago, luckily the guy that's been following me for a long time isn't following too close. You get places like this, there are lots of deer. Another deer, and I had to get on the brakes a little bit. I'm sure I surprised him as well. But luckily he did see the deer. He had to have. Munising's a really nice area. We'll go by it pretty soon. Well, we're almost in it. It's not very big. Home of Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, where there's lots of hiking trails. A beautiful drive from Munising to Grand Marais, all the way to Tequamanen. There's a nice drive. I did it in the fall, and it was spectacular. You got the boat tours you can take. I did that. Pictured Rocks are fabulous. Grand Isles right here. I went out there and mountain biked it. You got to have a good mountain bike, and you got to have some energy, because it's quite a ride. Lots of waterfalls in the area. You're not too far from. Oh my goodness. Well, they need construction because these roads are terrible. But let's see what they're going to have us do.
Turn left.
Yeah, they've needed to fix this for a long time, so I'm not complaining too badly. Waiting on me, so I will go. This is all kinds of tore up. I guess this is the summer for it. Things are bad enough as it is. But this road was horrific. As you can see, they kept the better part for this detour. Your coach house in. Those are nice, those Platinums. On your right is A Burger. Very good. burger place. This used to not have good food, but there's some good food here. It's a nice taco place. Here on the left is the Falling Rock Cafe and Bookstore. Great Wi-Fi if you need Wi-Fi. On your right is where the boats are for the Pictured Rocks tours. But yeah, the roads are terrible here, as you can see. But hey, I'm really glad to see them doing some work on them. Maybe next year they won't be so bad. They got a glass bottom boat place. I haven't done that. Here it is. Muldoon's. Meh. I didn't like them. But I only went once, and you could go on a bad day. Everybody has a bad day. And they stay pretty busy, but I don't know if there's another pasty shop in town. Guys can go around me. Well, this obviously got too long, so I'm going to make a part 2. Have a great and wonderful day.